What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. In the previous part, we ended up making our way finally to Drake's Fang to confront Hugo Kupka, only to find that obviously he was there, but at the same time, that Habard, one of the people from the Kingdom of Valud, is not only working with him, but also happens to be working, I guess, with Ultima, because a lot of the Ultima, drones and frickin' enemies were here, and so, he keeps calling us Mythos, which is also very unusual, but I guess we'll find out more about that as we go on. But now, as Habard has now convinced Hugo to consume the heart of the Mother Crystal, as is the purest and most plentiful source of ether, to regain his power as his dominant as Titan, it's time to go and see if we can find Hugo so we can make our way over and, end this once and for all. So, without further ado, let's keep it going. So, time to head through here. Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through some more enemies, I assume. Got some items here, got an item here, be nice, maybe a potion? Yeah, nice, 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 very nice. Feels good to get that. Very cool. Ooh, look at that, very, very pretty. It's absolutely stunning in here. Yeah, I think we'll switch off here, because I think there's, yep, here we go. Actually, let's do this. This will hopefully get rid of a good chunk of these guys, or help, not fully get rid of them, but hopefully we can at least deal a lot of damage. There, stupid revenants. These guys are like weak, by the way. Alright. Let's see if we can do this again. Nice. That guy's dead, nice. Boom, boom. Alrighty. Oh, man. Man, instantly proc that. That was pretty insane, right? How many enemies there are. And let's go here and then do one of these. Nice. Oh, crap. Nice, okay. Hopefully we can get rid of this guy. Nice. Oh, taking some damage. Let's do this. Hit him there. Nice. Very nice combo. Boom and boom, boom. Very nice. And that guy should be dead. Very, very nice.
The last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
burn within you. No. To burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Alrighty, here's our fight against Titan. He's kind of just Hugo, just obviously just stronger. He's pretty slow and lumbering, but he does a lot of AoE, obviously. The main draw with this guy is that he has a lot of, you know, smashing the ground attacks like this one, and then he can, like, release these crystals and just send rocks flying your way, basically. So, just gonna keep going like we usually do. He's gonna kick here. Oh, I thought I dodged it. Very nice. Let's see what he does here. Very cool, though. I'm going to tell you this right now. This is probably one of the best boss fights in the entire game. And you'll see why as we get further into it. Because, lo and behold, folks. Well, you know what? I'll just let the boss fight play out. Very nice. Alright, got him knocked down a little bit. Very cool. Nice dodge. As you can see, despite Ifrit being huge, you can see how massive Titan is. I think he is the biggest of them, physically. Nice. Dodging those. He's actually decently nimble, but again, obviously, there's definitely a level of agility to us that he doesn't have. Alright, nicely stacking him. Very nice. Nice. Again, very nice. Again. 518k. Most amount of damage we've done. Alright, now here in this part, we just have to more or less dodge all these rocks he's throwing at us.
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Alrighty, so Brimstone is a new ability that we have access to. If we hold the right trigger and X, we can enter Violent Explosion. Now, it will will deflect projectiles, and at the same time, if you charge it up all the way and release it, it'll do a significant amount of damage. Yeah, Aether is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. So, you can use this sort of like super armor, I guess, if you want. And then again, you can cancel by pressing A. So, this will be paramount for the rest of the game, and we'll have access to it every time we fight as Ifrit going forward.
Let's give this a try.
Alrighty, so what we can do is when we have it back up, we can work that into the stagger. Like, when he gets staggered, you usually want to save, like, Brimstone for when he gets staggered, or when any boss gets staggered in the future of this game. Dodging it. Did I not dodge that? That's annoying. Nice. Nice. Very cool. Nice. Such an epic boss arena too. Part of the reason why I love this boss. Ow. You can see the crystals are absolutely gorgeous. Despite Hugo being an absolute piece of work, he can make something look real good. Or get people to make something look real good. Alright. Oh, wow, that sucks. Alright, we'll just use a little bit of healing there. We have 6 of them, so we're good to go. Way more forgiving than something like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or something like that. That was really close. Got him staggered. Nice. So, what we'll do is we'll use Brimstone at the end. Very nice. And then we'll... Oh, I kind of inted it. I wasn't looking at stagger bar as much as I should have. I was focused on landing the combo, and that was dumb by me. Ow, 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 ow. Nice. Nice dodge there. Nice. Alright, now after consuming that frickin' Heart of the Mother Crystal, you can see he is now transformed into an absolutely insane size kaiju. You thought he was big before, he's literally the size of a mountain now. He was already the size of a building, now literal mountain size. So, if you saw the E3 trailers, if I'm not, or I don't remember if it was E3's State of Play, I can't remember if it was PlayStation State of Play. but this was, I believe, in the showcase that they showed off, and my god, they showed like the best fight. They showed the best fight they could have at the end of the day. They showed the best fight they could have at the end of the day. It was pretty incredible to know that this is gameplay. Like, a lot of people, including myself, were kind of skeptical seeing this in the trailers. Like, is this really gameplay? But it is. Even though this isn't the most mechanically engaging boss fight, what is so cool about this boss fight, in my opinion, is the scale. Alrighty, so in this chunk of the fight, he's going to start to, like, punch things and grab things. Where that red is where he's going to do it, and then we can dodge and get some damage off. But yeah, I don't know if I cut it out, but basically, you know, they couldn't have shown a better boss fight, because, man, look at the scale of this, dude. It's absolutely insane. As a fan of kaiju, as a fan of giant monsters, this is, like, this fulfills that role so well. Oh, I thought I dodged it. I suck. Now we just hit his arm. I don't know how we're really doing that much damage by just hitting his arm when we're this tiny compared to him, but hey, whatever. But as you can see, now he's gotten so much ether that, my lord, he basically, there's, you know, no limit to his size at this point. Alright, just gonna keep shooting him here. Oh, oops, I forgot about that. If you couldn't tell earlier in the fight, you were just running around making sure you weren't getting hit by those crystals that were, like, spawning on the ground, basically, so... Nice. As you can see, now he's called Titan Lost. I don't remember the significance of that. All I know is obviously he's just Big Titan. That's what I always thought. Alright, he's gonna punch here. Oh no, he's gonna throw rocks. Hey buddy, your mom tell you never to throw rocks? Don't throw stones in a glass house? Oh, ow, I inted it. Whatever, it's fine. I staggered him. So what he's going to do is he's just going to kind of fall and topple on this, like his arm, and then we'll just hit his arm over and over again, so... Nice, and then... do this. Nice damage. 676k. Hell yeah. Most we've done so far. But as you can see, dude, he looks freaking cool. Alright, here we are, part 2. Basically shoot these, or dodge them if you're actually, you know, good at the game and not stupid like me. Nice. Nice damage. just keep shooting him here. That's what I like to do in between, is just shoot him like this. Nice dodge. You can still charge it up. He's gonna claw. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. We're doing some good damage here. I still don't know how hitting his arms is like this. The only thing about this boss fight I'm not the biggest fan of is, well, like, even though I get for gameplay purposes this is how they had to make the fight, at the end of the day, dodge these areas where they're marking with the blackness, by the way, and not like that. Is I don't like how, like, it doesn't feel like you're doing all that much until you get to the actual cinematic bits. I get for gameplay purposes they had to do it like this, but it just also kind of feels like ankle biter syndrome. It kind of feels like, how do I describe it? It kind of feels like, and I don't want to say this in the bad way because I've never played the game, but it kind of feels like fighting the fire giant in Elden Ring, how you're just an ankle biter, you know what I mean? Like, I know that you're doing stuff, but, you know, again, for gameplay purposes I get it, but yeah. Also, music is fire. Here's a listen. Pretty damn good, and we got 723k. That's a lot of health. He has in the millions and millions of health. Alright, I apologize for pausing right here in the middle of a boss fight, but we're gonna. Alright, my apologies about that. Alright, he's gonna slap with this one of his gazillion tails here. He's gonna do it again. Dodge. Nice. I don't know how I'm dodging that, but sure. Nice. Alright, come on. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Very nice. Shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face, shoot him in the face. Nice. Boom. Alright. More damage. Come on. Very nice. Alright. He's gonna slap us here. Dodge that. Shoot again. Oh, he's gonna slap us again. Dodge again. Shoot again. Shoot again. Dodge the rock. Dodge that. Alright, we're kind of cooking. I can't see me, but... Nice. Uh-oh. Whew, that was close. Now he's going to stagger here. Very nice. Just going to shoot him here. Nice. Very nice. Oh my god, 848k. I didn't even get a chance to use Brimstone there. Wow, we did an insane amount of damage. Alrighty, now we have to just shoot the rocks like we were in the very beginning. We just have to shoot them as best we can. There's one right there. You can still charge it up like you would in your, you know, regular combat form right now. So we'll just keep shooting as many as we can. All right. You can also move out of the way. You don't really necessarily need to, unless you don't shoot the stupid rocks. So, but look at this, dude. This is awesome. We're literally just sailing down. Look. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you want to shoot these things too. So he's gonna have some tails, and that's when you want to actually move. That's the annoying bit. Yeah. Stupid tail, stupid tail, stupid tail. Come on. That should finish it. Yep, got it. Nice. Okay. You know, it took some damage, but that's alright. We're just gonna heal here. Just make sure we're good. Oh my god. Ow. Oh my god.
What's up, Hugo?
To me, as if the boss fight couldn't get any better, this is what solidified it as one of the best boss fights in the game. This moment here, when you're free-falling through the body of Titan Lost, which is obviously just the big version of Titan, it's pretty crazy. This is awesome. Literally, we're fighting while we're free-falling. This is, like, peak anime levels of epic fight levels, you know what I mean? Like, this is awesome. So we still have the same basic controls, just free-falling. Alright, he's staggered, which is nice. Very nice. So just watch it. He's gonna do, yeah, he's gonna throw rocks at you. He's gonna swing at you like he did in the actual fight, like that. But I love this, like, perspective that we get. It's so cool. The people who made this absolutely cooked at Square Enix. Like, and it's so good. And we're gonna do this. Nice damage. 569k. Alright. The part I think where you can lose the easiest is probably in the big Titan Lost fight, but in the first section I think it's a lot easier. Here I think it's actually pretty, like, you're on rails, but it's not, like, bad on rails, so he's gonna have that torpedo attack. He's gonna do it again at some point. By the way, I want to point out, he's literally holding up his own body. Like when he was holding... Ow, I thought I dodged it. When he was literally holding everything together so that he wasn't going to get crushed, he was literally holding his own body together. His literal own crumbling. He's going to do torpedo again. Yep. Dodge, nice. Dodge again. Whoops. Dodge, nice. Oh, I thought it died. I hate that. Sometimes, I will say, sometimes the perspective of this is really confusing, but it's still done so well to the point where I don't mind even if there's a couple of times where it's literally me being user error, right? Alright, come on, buddy. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, he's gonna get staggered here again. Oh, cool. Now he's just literally free falling while he's stunned. I didn't get the full thing, but we still did more damage than in the last cycle, so I'm okay with it. Somehow. Don't get how that works, but it does. He's gonna punch a wall again here in a second. Nice. He's able to get out of the way of it. He's gonna swing. Yep. Also shows you that even despite Titan and Ifrit's size difference, even when he was Titan lost, man, even the smallest Titans, I mean, even the smallest icons can still, lift crazy levels of strength. I mean, have crazy levels of lift strength and just striking strength in general. To be able to fight something this large in comparison is pretty crazy. Oh my god, what an incredible boss fight. Like, you can't even convince me that wasn't one of the coolest things you've ever seen in a game ever. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, despite it not being very mechanically involved at the end of the day, the sheer cinematic scale and the epicness of what's happening. You're fighting Titan on his own, he then transforms into this giant other icon, and then as you defeat the big version of him, you're literally fighting as you're free falling through his crumbling body, which you just destroyed. Like, that is insanely creative, insanely cool, and just the scale of everything. Keep in mind, Ifrit was already just as big as Phoenix Gate when he transformed into Ifrit. So you can imagine how big Titan is and how big Titan Lost is. He's literally the size of Drake's Fang. Like, that is how big he is. An absolutely epic boss fight, and in my opinion, if you haven't experienced playing this, you got to. It is so, so good, and I remember the first time playing through this fight and we got to this part, man, dude, I was like speechless. I was genuinely speechless at the end of this fight, being like, that was a boss fight in this game. Wow. Just incredible.
Mortimer. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty,
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance Ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
And now, guys, with the defeat of Titan, and now we're seeing a lot of this, back and forth. We see the King of Waloed now has come to view our destruction of the Mother Crystal at Drake's Fang. And in addition to that, we now see that Joshua has finally got his meeting with the Prince of Sambrek, Dion Lesage. And on top of that, we also heard that our mom's new son, Olivier, has been made Emperor. And just like we have been seeing in Dion's actions lately, he is very much against what his father wants to do because, well, his father is kind of just throwing his people to the wayside, saying that they can just make more people and make more citizens. And so, yeah, as you can see, if I didn't end the last episode where I ended it, man, this episode would have been like an hour and a half. And so, trying to keep it a little more reasonable. And so, with all of those major story parts out of the way, us defeating Titan Hugo Kupka, seeing the King of Waloed and his observation of our battle, in addition to seeing that Joshua is finally meeting with Dion Lesage and a few other, expositional, things being established. Next time on Final Fantasy XVI, we'll be heading back to the Hideaway and seeing where we go from here. So I hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You could